Hello, Natalie Quinn here. Back you up just a little bit. There we go. The accent that I have chosen for my independent study is the Irish accent. And I'm starting to wish I had chosen something American because it's really, really hard. I have friends in Ireland, thank goodness. I'm looking around for my phone like an idiot. You are my phone. On my phone, we've been talking back and forth on WhatsApp, and they've been sending me recordings, and I've been asking them how to say certain things, so they've been helping me a whole lot. But thank goodness, because it's been a challenge. I associate the Irish accent with Branson from Downton Abbey. He's an Irish socialist who was born in the late 1800s, and he's pretty fabulous. He's in all 6 seasons, so if you haven't watched Downton Abbey and you like period drama, I envy you because you get to watch it from the beginning if you've never seen it. Let's see, also Dublin, wonderful place to visit. I've been there twice and it's a delight. And of course, Guinness. This one's not open yet. So those are the things that I associate with Ireland and the Irish accent. So the oral posture of the Irish accent is a lot closer to the front of the mouth than the Cockney accent that we did recently that was all in the back. A lot of the vowels are diphthongs. The musicality is absolutely beautiful with sounds going up and down. It's very melodic. I feel like it's prettier when women use it than men. I hope that's not too sexist, but that's how I feel. That's something that I've noticed. Some of the signature sounds are the R, which when we use it for a word like person, it changes to person when it goes into an Irish accent. And then you have a word like colonel becomes cairnal. So you might end up with a sentence like, he's a charming person, the cairnal is. And I've also noticed that instead of is, they tend to make that sound a softer S. We make it like a Z sound, but a charming person, the colonel is. I noticed that S when I was listening to one of the dialects on our dialect archive, because a man said case instead of keys. We say keys with the E sound and then a Z at the end. But he said, you know, she picked up her case, which I thought was nice. So also there is the voice TH, my favorite sound, which becomes a D sound, and the that's in words like father. That's a voice TH, father. Thing is a non-voice TH, so father is a voice TH. That TH is voiced. That becomes fodder, and then we like to say the in America, depending on if the next word starts with a vowel or not. Sometimes we say the apple, the potato. But we like to say the, and they say de. It's not even duh. It's like a de. It's like a short E sound. So I've noticed that too. So you might end up with something like dot man is me father. Dot man is me father. Okay, and then the last one. Can't have this conversation without talking about vowels. This is something that I've taught myself not to do, and now I'm having to teach myself to do it, which is why this is the most challenging sound for me. The A sound changing to an A sound when we don't normally use it. Even in a word like cat. Even in RP, we say cat. In Harry Potter, let's see, Jenny comes down the stairs, and she says, "Mother, have you seen my jumper?" And she says, "Yes, dear, it was on the cat." She doesn't say, "Yes, dear, it was on the cart." So this is something that I've had to sort of unlearn for this particular accent. Like the word banner, it becomes bonner. And I made this note down here because we don't even say, with our American accents, we don't even say banner. We tend to say banner. It's banner, or maybe that's just a southern thing, banner. Like the word bend, banner. So banner versus bonner, and they would say bonner with the Irish accent. Okay, so those are some of the signature sounds, and the one that I have the most trouble with, of course, being changing my A to an A instead of the other way around. So I do struggle with all of them, but especially that one. I did write a sentence to prove my point there, and it is, if they hadn't gainus on top, that would be sad. If they hadn't gainus on top, that would be sad. So I'm going to let you take with that what you wish. My key sentence is, Moeder mustn't be the person to be fluffing her own pillow, but I would love a glass of tap water. So that was, I'm not going to attempt that again. I think that's as good as that one's going to get. My monologue is from Pride and Prejudice. Mrs. Reynolds is Irish, or at least in the version that I acted in, she was Irish. And yes, that Mrs. Reynolds is one of the smallest parts, and that's usually the part that I snag, is one of the smallest parts. I tend to direct rather than act on stage, or coach students in RP, strictly RP. We know I don't do other accents extremely well. So Mrs. Reynolds. Mrs. Reynolds shows Lizzie around Darcy's home. And she's so sweet. And she gives Lizzie this understanding of Darcy that you can only get from a servant, because a servant, you know, knows a person better than just about anyone else. So she's very honest with Lizzie and tells her how much she admires Mr. Darcy, and that gives Lizzie a new perspective that she wasn't used to. So let me attempt Mrs. Reynolds' dialogue. She says, "This particular parlour was designed by Mr. Darcy himself for Sister Georgiana. This painting of Mr. Darcy was commissioned by his father several years ago. Isn't he a handsome man? His sister, Georgiana Darcy, is a charming girl. Mr. Darcy takes such good care of her, almost like a father. He has such a gentle temper. We all love and respect him. You will hear nothing but praise of him from his servants and friends alike. I have known him since he was a child. Good-natured children remain good-natured when they grow up, and he was such a sweet-tempered boy. He is the best brother and best master anyone could hope for. Through here is the drawing room, if you will follow me." All right, so, woo, that was intense. Thank you so much for your attention, as always, and have a wonderful night, and good luck with your coaching. And the independent study was really, really fun, and I want to keep practicing this Irish accent because I feel like it will get better, just like anything that you practice over and over gets better. So thank you. Have a great night.